American literature parallels many of the great events found in your history textbook. Although information is not delivered in a straightforward and factual way, the historical influence imposed on the authors of each time period provide a different type of look into the past. Every story had an inspiration that helped develop the works we now consider to be great literature. As we can learn from the specific events in history, we can also learn from the literature of the time. Although information seems a bit more cryptic, analyzing the components that make up the history of American literature can teach us many lessons. What exactly is the full history of American literature? This question may never have a complete answer, but the best way to begin solving this puzzle is to consider every piece. This task, as a whole, would be time consuming to say the least. So on the site, I have chosen a specific piece to analyze: multiculturalism. Multiculturalism, as a literary period, involves the effects of slavery and segregation as told through autobiographies and novels. Through the use of this online forum, I hope to initially create an environment that appeals to the reader's emotions through the use of a variety of media. Each image and audio clip was selected based on its ability to evoke a certain feeling of remorse or anguish from the reader. After placing the viewer in the appropriate emotional state, the logical mindset must be established. Aesthetic appeal is nothing to neglect when trying to portray an idea to an onlooker. Following this idea, the introduction page was specifically designed to coincide with the ideas being discussed. As the video concerns slavery and segregation, one might notice the way the title is formatted. The distinct use of color-blocked black and white was used to represent segregation in a textual way. This video includes general background information concerned with the corresponding times and serves the purpose of providing the viewer with a preview of the types of horrors that were often written about during the multiculturalism literary period. Many of the authors popular during this time were children or grandchildren of slaves, and as such were able to write passed down accounts of the many horrors. One of the most powerful stories composed during this period was Beloved, written by Toni Morrison. Although this novel is fictional, the events described mimic possible instances associated with slavery and segregation. By analyzing stories like these, we can begin to understand the many things that influence such inspirational works, and through this understanding, hope to learn the purpose behind defining the history of American literature.